Welcome to Parc Fall Rouge in Lanaudiere, Quebec, where it's time for the 2021 Quebec Provincial Championships of Baseball to begin. Our first game here in the Bantam B Division features the Repentigny Seigneurs and the Kahnawake Warhawks. Let's take a look at the Warhawks and who they are sending out defensively. First off, Charles Girard is going to lead things off for the Seigneurs, and the Warhawks defensively have George Jacobs in left. In center field, it's Toby Goodleaf. And meanwhile, at short, they have Deho Daibo. Wyatt Mayo gets the start on the mound for the Warhawks. Rohahio Stacy on the backstop. Over at third for today's game is Jace Norton. Only one player not in the lineup for the Warhawks tonight, and that is Asia Delaronde. Let's get this game underway. The Repentigny Seigneurs, champions of Lanaudiere, 16 wins, 5 losses, 1 tie during the regular season. And for the Kahnawake Warhawks, 10-1 in B play. And there is strike one to Girard, from Wyatt Mayo, today's starting pitcher, the left-hander. Ava Stand-Up is at first. The 0-1. That's in there for strike 2, and it's a 0-2 count on Girard to begin this at-bat. The 0-2 from Wyatt. That misses, and it's ball 1, 1-2 on Girard. Coming up after this, of course, 5:30. More Mohawk Super Bingo coverage of the Provincial Championships when the U13 Warhawks take on the champions from Outaouais, the Deux Rives Giants. Second half of a doubleheader. The 1-2 is in the dirt, ball 2, and it's a 2-2 count. On the ground, that'll go to third, picked up, and the throw to first in time, and they retire Girard, and that is the first out here in the top of the first. Good play by Jace Norton over at first base, or third base. And here's Guillaume Léger stepping into bat for Repentigny. So Girard's put up on the ground. Good play at third by Jace Norton. That's in the inside corner. Strike 1 on Léger. Neither Rohahio Stacy nor Deho Daibo will pitch in this game. Deho Daibo. There's a comebacker right to first, picked up by Stand-Up. She will step on first and get the out. 2 up and 2 down for Repentigny here in the top of the first. Now stepping into bat is Nathan Richard, the son of head coach Yannick Richard, the head coach of the Seigneurs. Wyatt Mayo trying to get the Warhawks through an easy first inning. Hit well to left, and that's going to drop. It's a base hit. And Richard has himself a base hit, and the Seigneurs are in business here in the top of the first. So here's Jeremy Parnot stepping into bat with the runner on first base. 1 pitch and a good swing, driving that one into left field. Runner's going. And that's a stolen base for Richard. Carter Snow is at second for the Warhawks. John Mayo, the head coach of this team. 7-3 championship game victory over Soulange. Now the runner's going again. It's swung on and hit into center, and that's going to drop. And the Repentigny Seigneurs have opened the scoring here at the 2021 Provincial Championships. A bloop single base hit for Perron. And it's 1-0 in favor of Repentigny. Here's Olivier Robert, number 17. Throw back to first. Will force Perron back to his plate, or his base. So the Seigneurs have opened the scoring. It's 1-0 Repentigny. Runner's going. Swung on and missed, and that is going to be a stolen base for Perron. It's a good bounce back here the last couple of at-bats by the Seigneurs after getting 2 up and 2 down early. Off the plate, now it's 2-0. All it takes is that one hit, and then once you get that one hit, then you're, as a pitcher, you have to start thinking about the guys on base. Perron taking a lead at second. Mayo's pitch. Driven into left center. And that is caught by George Jacobs, and that is going to do it for the top of the first. Repentigny scores 1. It's 1-0. Seigneurs Warhawks coming up to bat. You're watching the 2021 Provincial Baseball Championships on Baby Blue Memories, brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Welcome back to Parc Font Rouge, bottom of the first inning. Repentigny Seigneurs 1, Kahnawake Warhawks no score. Warhawks coming up to bat. Starting pitcher for the Seigneurs, number 22, Loic Dagno. And Devio will face Deho Daibo, who looks at ball 1. Roja Stacy and Wyatt Mayo at the top of the Warhawks lineup. Jeremy Perron's at third. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Nathan Richards at short. The 1-1 from Devo gets away, and that's ball 2, 2-1 the count. Ava Stand-Up will bat fourth. Eduardo Daibo facing a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. And now it's 3-1. So Warhawks looking to get an early runner aboard here. Fast starts have not been the norm for Kahnawake. And Daibo drives this one into center. That's going to get over the head of the center fielder. Leah Donato turns and fires it into the infield. And that is a leadoff triple for Deho and Ordu Daibo. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Warhawks after the Seigneurs had a little bit of 2-out magic in the top of the first inning. Daibo with an RBI triple. The Warhawks have the tying run at third. And Roja Stacy, the catcher, is into bat now for Kahnawake. The pitch to Stacy. Throw back to third, not in time. But it does force Daibo to get back. Here's the pitch. Inside on Stacy. In the dirt, low. Wyatt Mayo, the lefty, and the starting pitcher for today's game's on deck. That's in there. Stacy watches strike one go by. Throw back to third, and it'll force Stacy back, or sorry, Daibo back. Ball's in the dirt. So now it's 3-1 on Stacy. Stacy drives this one right back to the pitcher. They're going to get the sure out. And Daibo chucks over. And he will score the game's tying run. Kahnawake on the board. It's 1-1. Wyatt Mayo will step into bat now for the Hawks. The bases are all clear. So Stacy with a sacrifice grounder, which ties this game up at 1. And here comes Mayo. First pitch swinging, and he drives this one to left field. That's going to drop. Left fielder comes over to get it. And it's bobbled. Mayo slides into second, and he will get in there with a double. And the Warhawks have the leading run aboard. And Ava Stand-Up will step into bat now for the Warhawks. So Wyatt Mayo gets the double, and he is aboard for the Warhawks here in the bottom of the first. There's a strike on Stand-Up, 0-1 the count. Toby Goodleaf on deck. It's in there, and it's 0-2 here on Stand-Up. One down and a runner on second for the Warhawks here in the bottom of the first inning. The 0-2 gets away. Mayo goes back to second. He decides not to go for it. And that misses. And Mayo gets the third, and now the game leading run is just 90 feet away from home. It's in there for strike 3, and there are 2 down here in the bottom of the first. So here comes Toby Goodleaf. One tie, 2 outs, and a runner on third. And Goodleaf can't make contact here. It's 0-1. Wyatt Mayo's on third. There's an off-speed pitch outside the strike zone, 1-1 the count. Outside and low, 2-1 the count on Goodleaf. Carter Snow is on deck. 2 outs and a runner on third. 1-1 tie. The Warhawks have gotten one here. Fouled back. And now it's an even count, 2-2. And Daniel's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. That's strike 3. And that does it for the bottom of the first. Warhawks score 1. We're tied 1-1 after 1. We make our way back to the top of the second here at Parc Fort Rouge. Guillaume Léger steps into bat. The pitch to Léger, and he swings through this one, nothing and one the count. Looked like he was trying to send that ball to us here down the line and left. Hit well, and that gets through to left field. And Léger has a leadoff hit. Vincent Sirve will step into bat for Repentigny. 1-1 score here in the top of the second inning. Wyatt Mayo deals over. That misses. Rogelio Stacy staring down Léger at first. 3:30 in Boucherville, the midget Warhawks get their provincial tournament run started, and then at 5:30, the Pee Wee Warhawks will play. And that is a stolen base by Léger. Runner in scoring position for the Seigneurs. And nobody out for Repentigny. Wyatt Mayo's pitch. Off the edge of the bat, right to third. That is going to be caught. First out of the inning. James Phillips with the catch, and one down. So here goes Hugo Trottier stepping into bat. 1-1 score. Repentigny Seigneurs, who finished third in their league during the regular season. Ball upstairs, 1-0 the count. Popped up into foul territory, and that'll get out of play. One score. Repentigny Seigneurs number 1 in the Kahnawake Warhawks. Seigneurs champions of the Lanaudiere division. And the Warhawks, of course, the regional champions of Lac St. Louis. Fouled back, and strike 2 again will be coming up here to Trottier. Wyatt Mayo has not recorded a strikeout yet. Meanwhile, on the other side, his counterpart Daniel recorded 2 strikeouts with the runner on third base in the last inning. Carter Snow, George Jacobs, Ugly Bordeaux coming up for the Warhawks in the bottom half of the second inning. The lefty deals. Low. 2-2 the count. The delivery. Low again. And it's a full count now on Trottier. 2-2, sorry. 2-2 now the count on Trottier. Wyatt Mayo trying to get a big second out for the Warhawks here. He's 2-2. Upstairs. And Trottier draws a walk. Now Charles-Antoine Simard steps into bat. With 2 runners on, 1 out. Runners going to third. And both runners advance on the steal. So now 2 runners are in scoring position for Repentigny. Seigneurs have 2 runners aboard, both in scoring position, and only 1 out. That's in there. That ball misses. Seigneurs very aggressive here on the base paths. In the dirt. And now the bases are loaded for the Seigneurs. Back-to-back walks. So here's Devo. Swings through strike 1. Strike 2, 0-2 the count. Wyatt Mayo's 0-2. On the ground to third. They get the out at... No, they don't get the out at second. And they missed the tag, so aggressive base running leads to a run and no outs. And Trottier gets the third, or sorry, Poirier gets the third. Trottier with the RBI single on the infield. And it's 2-1 Repentigny. So here's Olivier Robert, or sorry, number 4. Or 7, Lea Donato. Swings and misses, 0-1 the count. So it's an RBI base hit for Trottier. Poirier gets the third. Simard's on second. Trottier at first, and Donato at the dish here. Hit well, and that's going to get through to the outfield. And it's 4-1 Repentigny, 2-run score for the Seigneurs. So 2 runs in on that play. 3 runs in the inning and back to the top of the lineup with Girard stepping into bat. Charles Girard 0 for 1, grounded out back in the top of the first inning. And it's a 4-1 lead for Repentigny. Runners on first and second for the Seigneurs. Strike called here on Girard. Only one out. That one misses. Four to 1 lead for Repentigny, and only one out. They're making Wyatt Mayo work here in the second. That's in the dirt. Swung on and missed. Sorry, he fouled it. So Girard fouled it. Now it's strike two. 4-1 lead for the Seigneurs in the top of the second here. Wyatt Mayo. Surveys. And here's the delivery. Upstairs. Good snatch by Rohahio Stacy, the back catcher. Don't forget our next game coming up for you at 5:30 tonight. Here's the pitch. That is strike three. A tough, big-time strikeout. And they're two down. Good pitch by Mayo, and here comes Davo stepping into bat. Second strikeout, or second out of the inning for the Seigneurs. First strikeout of the game for Wyatt Mayo, number 69. As Davo steps up, and he grounded out back in the top of the first. Swings through here, and it's actually foul tipped. He got a piece of it, nothing, and won the count. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Strike two, and Mayo's one strike away from getting out of this inning. The 0-2. On the ground, or in the air, sorry, to left, right. And it's going to get over the right fielder. Got caught up in the sun, and the Seigneurs are going to max out in the top of the second. 6-1 heading into the bottom of the second. Repentigny puts up a 5 spot. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. So here's Carter Snow stepping in to lead off the Warhawks bottom of the second inning, trailing 6-1. Repentigny putting up 5 runs in the top half of the second inning. after it was a 1-1 tie at the end of the first, and there's a ball one to Snow. The top of that second inning lasted a grand total of 15 minutes. And Snow fouls this one back, 1-1 the count. Snow, George Jacobs, and Ugly Bordeaux, the three who are up for the Warhawks here in the bottom half of the second inning. Redundancy Horn bats out of the 4 spot. Snow swings and misses, and that's strike 2. Devo still on the mound. The pitch outside. Devio facing with a 2-2 count on Carter Snow. He winds up, and here's the delivery. Snow swings and misses, and that's strike 3, and there's one down here in the bottom of the second. So here's George Jacobs stepping into bat with one down as the Seigneurs begin their shift. Jacobs can't get up with that one at strike 1. Seigneurs playing deep here. In the dirt, 1-1. Jacobs fouls this one off, and it's 1-2 the count. Ugly Bordeaux due up for the Warhawks. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That's strike 3. Jacobs caught looking, and there's 2 down. And that is 4 straight strikeouts for Daniel, who is in a groove. Ugly Bordeaux stands into bat. And that one misses. It's even behind him on that one, so 1-0 the count. So the winner of this game will play tomorrow at 4. The loser will go at 1:30. And that is now 2-0 the count as Bordeaux watches that one go in the dirt. Now it's 3-0. They're doing the Zay Horn on deck for the Warhawks. Let's add some helicopters in the background here. Bordeaux went for it, and he's not able to come up with contact, so it's 3-1 now on Ugly. That's ball 4, and Bordeaux draws a walk, and the Warhawks have a runner aboard for Gerdunde Horn. James Phillips on deck now for the Warhawks. That's hit well into shallow left. That's going to drop. Bordeaux round second, and it's foul. Just a long strike. So Horn will have to redo it. Put that one in a good spot too. Opposite field, right in between first and right. Upstairs. It's in there. Strike two. And Gerard's one strike away from getting out of this inning. Here's the pitch. That's off the plate. Bordeaux playing a little cat and mouse game over at first base. And it's a full count. The pitch. Bordeaux keeps it alive. Fouling one back. It's Gurundaze Horn fouling that one back. Horn keeping it alive here. Good job by Gurundaze keeping this bat going. Here's the pitch. That's strike three, and that's going to do it. Devo has struck out 5 of the 6 outs. It's 6-1 Repentigny after the second. We welcome you back to Park 4 Rouge. 2 innings in the books, and the the Seigneurs Repentigny have a 6-1 lead on the Kahnawake Warhawks in this U15 game, as this one's hit right back to Wyatt Mayo. 1 pitch, 1 out. And the grounder committed by Nathan Richard. It's a good start for the Warhawks here in the top of the third. And now stepping into bat will be Jeremy Perron. He has an RBI single. He's also stolen the base, 1 for 1 on the day. On the ground and foul, 0-1 the count. Deho and Ordu Daibo's moved to the backstop. And Rohehio Stacy now over at first. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Good pitch there by Mayo. Perron down to his final strike. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Upstairs, and it's now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Got him! 2 down. Here in the top of the third as Wyatt Mayo records his second strikeout. So here's Olivier Robert, who has flied out 0 for 1 on the day. Two up and 2 down for the Seigneurs here in the top of the third. That's strike 1. James Phillips, Nigataha Montour, and Jack Phillips coming up for the Warhawks in the bottom half of the third inning. 1-1. Foul back. And now it's 1-2. Wyatt Mayo 1 strike away from getting out of the top of the third inning without giving up a run or a hit. Can he go 1-2-3? Here's his 1-2 delivery. Got him! 1, 2, 3. Go the Seigneurs in the top of the third. It's still 6-1. We welcome you back to Parc Font Rouge in Lanaudiere, bottom of the third inning of this Quebec Provincial first round game. The Warhawks trailing 6-1 against the Repentigny Seigneurs. James Phillips stepping in to face Devo. And there's strike one on Phillips. Phillips, Montour, and Jack Phillips, the three who are coming into bat. Nigataha on deck. Jace Norton would be the fourth batter to come up here. And James won't go for that one, so it's now a 1-1 count. So you have a ball that fell from the screen. One count on James Phillips. Here in the bottom of the third inning, the pitch. And Phillips swings over the top of this one. 1-2 the count. And James Phillips misses the pitch on a changeup. And there is one down. Jack Phillips will step into bat now. Or sorry, Nigataha Amator's in. And the big question I have is how long are they going to keep Devo in there? And I think that question's going to be answered. Pitching change. Devo comes out. And Nathan Richard is coming in to pitch. Bottom third, one out. Warhawks at bat. New pitcher in the game. That time Richard has come in to pitch with one out in the bottom of the third. Nigataha, Montour, and Jack Phillips due up to bat for the Warhawks. Montour takes strike one from Richard, who was playing center field before but now has moved into pitch. Low and away, 1-1 the count. It's the bottom of the third inning. 6-1 scoreline. There's a strike on Montour, so it's a 1-2 count. Outside. And we've got a 2-2 count. That's strike three. Warhawks just not swinging at these pitches, and there's two down. And that is the fifth caught staring at the ball strikeout for the Warhawks here. 2 swinging and 5 decisions. Like, you got to swing at those pitches when there's 2 strikes. And there's strike 1 on Jack Phillips. That's strike 2. Jace Norton on deck. That is not in there. Richard just missed his location. The 1-2 coming into Jack Phillips. And now it's a full even count, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. That's in there. 1, 2, 3 go the Warhawks. All three that looking to end the bottom of the third inning at 6-1 Repentigny. Welcome back to Parc Font Rouge, top of the fourth, 6-1. Repentigny Seigneurs leading the Kahnawake Warhawks here in this matchup. And there's a pop fly on the infield, caught by Wyatt Mayo for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. As Leger pops out, and here comes Vincent Sirve, who has lined out. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Good start for the Warhawks in this bottom of the top of the fourth, but you figure they're going to have to start swinging the bat. They've struck out 8 times out of their 9 outs, and out of those 8 strikeouts, only 2 have been called swinging. Everything else has been decisions. You got to swing the bat when there's 2 strikes and it's too close to call. Nothing in 1 on Sirve, as Wyatt has gotten into a little bit of a groove here. On the ground, foul ball. Oh, it's fair. Fair ball. That was fair. So Sirve with the double. And here comes a foul ball, by the way, 0-1 now the count. On Poirier. Olivier Poirier has walked and scored over no official at-bats on the day. Swung on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2. Misses, and it's 1-2 on Poirier. Poirier and Simard is on deck here. Charles-Antoine Simard on the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Mayo's going to stay in here and pitch. I wonder who the Warhawks are going to throw in after Wyatt. Elimination games are tomorrow. 2-2. Throw back to second, just in the nick of time, they say. Two strikes on Olivier Poirier. 1 out and a runner on second. That's Sirve. Hit, and it'll get through the outfield. And it is now 7-1, Repentigny. So Poirier gets the double, and here comes Simard. And that's going to do it for Wyatt Mayo. And Rohio Stacy is going to come in and pitch. James Phillips has come in and he is pitching now for the Warhawks after Wyatt Mayo went 3 1/3. It's the top of the 4th and it's currently 7-1 Repentigny over the Kahnawake Warhawks. There's a strike. Poirier's on second. 1 run is in for Repentigny here in the top of the 4th. Swung on and missed, strike 2 on the batter, Charles-Antoine Simard, who has walked. That is strike 3. James Phillips gets the strikeout, and there's 2 down. So here comes Trottier. Hugo Trottier has singled and driven in a run. She drove in 2 runs back in the top of the 2nd inning. Currently 7-1 Repentigny. There's a ball which gets away, and because of the fact that is a 6-run deficit, the Seigneurs are not able to steal. Here's the pitch. Upstairs and away. Or at least high and inside on Trottier. So a big second out for the Warhawks there. And it's a 6-run gap, but top of the lineup due up in the next inning. Something could be done for the Warhawks here. On the ground. It hits the bag. And it's foul. Poirier has to go back. It's just a long strike. Phillips' pitch. That is in there. The throw gets back into the outfield. 2 strikes now. And James Phillips is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Now, if you're wondering, they could pick Poirier off. Poirier can't steal, though. 2 outs and 2 strikes. Can they get out of this inning? On the ground to third. And runners are now on the corners for Repentigny. So here's Leo Donato, 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. Had a 2-run single back in the top of the 2nd, which gave Repentigny the max 5 runs. And now the runner's going! That's going to do it! The runner's stealing, but it's a 6-run game, and that does it for the top half of the 4th. 7-1, Seigneurs leading. We welcome you back here to Parc Faux Rouge, bottom of the 4th inning of this provincial game. Kahnawake Warhawks trailing 7-1 against Repentigny. The Seigneurs so here's Jace Norton leading things off for the Warhawks against Richard 19. Net 10 Richard, who swings one in the strike zone on Jace, and Jace hits this one to Devo, who knocks it down. The throw to first, scooped up on the hop, and there's 1 down. So here's Deho and Ordo Daibo stepping into bat. 1 for 1 with a triple. He also scored the Warhawks' only run so far. There's a ball. That misses. And it is a ball. That's inside, and it's ball 3 on Deho and Ordu Daibo. Rohahio Stacy on deck. Deho takes all the way and is 3-1. The 3-1 delivery. Daibo skies this one in the infield. And it's caught on the run by Devo for out number 2. So here's Rohahio Stacy coming into bat. Two outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. 7-1 lead for the Seigneurs. Strike 1 on Rohahio Stacy. Ball 1. Foul back, and it's 1-2 the count on Stacy. Stacy smashes this one, and that'll get to the wall. Rohahio Stacy on his horse, and he's got himself a double. Rohahio Stacy's on second, and the Warhawks have their first base runner since the 2nd inning. So here's Wyatt Mayo with 2 down. Mayo is 1 for 1 with a double. He's also stolen a base. There's a ball on Mayo, 1-0 the count. There's a throw down the line, and he's safe. So Stacy beats it out. He gets the third base on the steal. So Wyatt has a runner on third. And that's a ball on Mayo. Here's the pitch. And Mayo gets a free pass, and the Warhawks have 2 runners on. So here's Ava Stand-Up, who struck out back in the 1st inning, and the Seigneurs are going to have a little talk, little pep talk here with 2 down. So here we go. Ava Stand-Up in there with 2 runners on. Crucial opportunity. 7-1 game. So Stand-Up in a big-time position for the Warhawks, trying to get Kahnawake back in this game, trailing 7-1 in the bottom of the 4th. 2 runners on. And that is a walk, and the bases are loaded. So here comes Toby Goodleaf in the big spot. Kahnawake trying to turn the heat up. And Repentigny makes a pitching change. And Guillaume Léger is coming in. Well, the Warhawks have the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Guillaume Léger has come in to pitch for Repentigny, and Toby Goodleaf will step into bat. Carter Snow's on deck, but he's hoping to get a crack here in this inning. But before we get to that, we'll have to see what Goodleaf can do. He struck out looking back in the first. 0 for 1 on the day. And he looks at strike 1 from Léger right down Broadway. Stacy's on third, Mayo's on second, stand-up's on first. And he makes contact, it bounces, caught by Davey with a flip to second, that does it. And the threat is averted, still 7-1 Repentigny after 4. Welcome back to Parc Faux Rouge as we head into the top of the 5th. It's 7-1 in favor of Repentigny. James Phillips coming in to pitch for his 2nd inning of work, and he'll face Donato, who actually came up to bat in the last inning, but a throw out at first base ended her opportunity, so instead she'll have to resume here in this top half of the 5th inning. 7-1 Repentigny Seigneurs leading the Kahnawake Warhawks. 5:30 tonight, Pee Wee Warhawks are in action in Varennes. And Donato is hit by a pitch. So Leia Donato's on first. And here comes Girard, who is 0 for 2. Charles Girard, 26, has grounded out and has struck out up to this point. James Phillips sets. Here's the delivery. Ball 1 inside and upstairs. 7-1 lead here in the top of the 5th. Warhawks just left the bases loaded. Throw down to first and it gets away. 1-1 the count. Seigneurs can't advance because they have a 6-run lead here. That pitch misses. 2-1 the count on Girard with Donato at first. 3-1 now the count on Girard. Donato on first after getting hit by a pitch. That catches the inside corner at the knees, and it's the full count on Girard. James Phillips 3-2 pitch coming up here. On the ground, foul, and they'll replay it. That's ball 4. Ball one. There's a strike. 2 runners on for the Seigneurs in the top of the 5th inning. And it's now 3-1. Davo has grounded out and doubled. 1 for 2 on the day. Swings through this one, and we've got a full count again, 3-2. And the bases are now loaded for Repentigny with nobody out. So here's Richard, who's 1 for 2. He's singled and scored. Two and 0. And it's ball 3 now, 3-0 the count. That's strike 1, and it's a 3-1 count. Goodleaf finds the strike zone. Hit down the line. Mayo steps on first, and a run scores, and it's now 8-1 Repentigny. Donato scores. Gerard gets the third. Davio into second, and Richard forced out. It's now 8-1 Seigneurs. And here's Perrault, 1 for 2 with a strikeout, a single, and a stolen base. He has an RBI in this game as well. Ball 1. Foul back. Swung on and missed. Good looking pitch by Goodleaf. Or sorry, by Phillips on Perrault. That's in there. Strike 3. Second out of the top of the 5th inning. So Phillips sets Perrault back, and there are 2 down. And here's Robert, who's 0 for 2, flew out and struck out. One run in for the Seigneurs here in the top half of the 5th inning. As Robert swings through strike 1, it's 0-1. Phillips has found himself here after struggling with a couple of walks earlier in this inning. On the ground. Good play. Throw to first. Safe. And it's 9-1 Repentigny. Robert beats out the throw. And Leger comes up to bat. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a pop out. Ball 1. So 2 runs in for the Seigneurs here in the top of the 5th. There's a strike on Leger. That catches the strike zone. And Goodleaf is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Repentigny has scored 2. And that ball bounces over. Off the edge of the bat to first and foul. So 1 more strike still remaining for Phillips. The pitch. Inside. And Leger draws a walk, and here comes Sirve, who is 1 for 2. He's lined out, doubled, and scored a run. And John Mayo's going to take the ball away, and a new pitcher is in the game for the Warhawks, Ava Stand-Up. We'll come back. This is the top of the 5th inning. You're watching Warhawks baseball on Baby Blue Memories, brought to you by the Mohawk Super Bingo. Welcome you back to Park Full Rouge. 9-1 lead for the Seigneurs of Repentigny over the Warhawks of Kahnawake. Ava Stand-Up has come into pitch in the top of the 5th. And it's 2-0. 2 runs are in for Repentigny here. There are 2 down. Three balls, no strikes. That finds the strike zone. 3-1 the count on Sirve. Driven. And they get the out at first. Good scoop by Mayo over at first base. 2 runs in for Repentigny. And that makes it 9-1. Seigneurs heading into the bottom of the 5th. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. So here comes Leger coming into pitch. He recorded the out with the bases loaded in the last inning. There's a first pitch swinging, a comebacker right back to Leger. He'll throw to first and get the put out on Carter Snow for the first out of the bottom of the 5th inning. George Jacobs stands into bat. He's 0 for 1, struck out back in the 2nd. Snow 0 for 2. And here's Jacobs. Jacobs makes contact to short. This is going to be a tough play. The throw. And that gets away. And George Jacobs beats it out. Ugly Bordeaux will stand into bat right now. He has walked. So no official at-bats. Swung on and missed. Nothing in one the count on Bordeaux. Fouled back, and it's nothing in two to count on Ugly Bordeaux. And that's strike three. And Gerdundes de Horn will step into bat. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Swung on and missed, strike one. See if the Warhawks can get another runner on here. The pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's nothing in two. The 0-2 to Horn. Ball off the plate, 1-2 the count. Upstairs and away. 2-2 the count. That's strike three. And that's going to do it for the bottom of the fifth. 9-1 for Repentigny. We welcome you back into Parc Feu Rouge, top of the sixth inning. The Repentigny Seigneurs leading the Kahnawake Warhawks by a score of 9-1. Ava Stand-Up coming in for her second inning of work, taking on Olivier Poirier, who is 2 for 2 with a walk and a double. He also has an RBI and a run scored. 1 for 1 officially on the day. And that one floats out the strike zone, 2-0 the count on Poirier. This is the top of the sixth inning. The pitch. That catches the strike zone, it's 2-1. Fouled back, and we've got a 2-2 count. The 2-2 to Poirier. That's a full count now. Just a little high. The full count offering from Stand-Up to Poirier. Ball four. Charles-Antoine Simard steps in. He's walked and scored and also struck out. Strike one, 0-1 the count on Simard. That misses, and it's 1-1 the count. Two and one. Stand Up just missing high. That's her thing. She's not missing low. She's just got to lower the target a little bit. And when she does that pitch, it flutters in there. It can drive you crazy. And he was just plunked. So Simard will go to first base. And Trottier will trot out with 2 runners aboard and nobody out. He's 2 for 2 in the game, 2 singles. He also has an RBI and a run scored. Strike 1. That flutters in the strike zone. Nothing in 1 on Trottier. One and 1 the count. So Stacy and Daibo will not pitch today, and both will be available for the elimination games tomorrow. And it's suddenly 1 and 2 on Trottier. On the ground, a comebacker. They will throw down a first, and that will be a sure out. Runners advance to second and third, and there's 1 down. So here's Donato, who has been hit by a pitch and has a 2-run single. One for one officially, but 2 runs scored. Lea Donato. Watches ball 1 go outside the strike zone. 2 runners aboard, no runs in for the Seigneurs here at the top of the 6th. Two and 0. That misses, and it's 3 and 0. Stand up trying to get on the strike board in this at-bat, the 3-0 pitch. Misses, and the bases are now loaded for Repentigny. So 2 walks and a hit batsman. And here comes Girard, who is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored, has also grounded out and struck out. So this is the top of the lineup for Repentigny. One and all. And that is a hit by pitch, which will force in a run. 10-1 Repentigny. So here comes Loic Devaux stepping into bat with 1 run in for the Seigneurs already. Ball 1. Skied in the infield, and that'll roll foul. (10-1) lead, Repentigny over the Warhawks. Here in the top of the 6th, 1 run in for the Seigneurs. There's 1 out. Hit well into shallow center. Caught. And a run will score. It's a sacrifice by Devo. Simard scores, and it's now 11-1 Repentigny. Nathan Richard steps in 1 for 3 with a sacrifice RBI, a single and a run scored, and he's also grounded out. So 2 runs in for the Seigneurs here in the top of the 6th. Strike 1. Off the edge of the bat, fouled. We're 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. 2 runs in for the Seigneurs. That one's upstairs. One and 2 the count. Stand-up sets, and here's the pitch. Off the strike zone, 2 and 2 the count on Richard. Hit well to short. Stacy will pick it up, throw down to first. In time, good play by Mayo, the stretch. So the Seigneurs score 2, but it's 11-1 heading into the bottom of the 6th. Welcome you back to Parc Faux Rouge, bottom of the 6th inning. It is 11-1 as Seigneurs of Repentigny over the Kahnawake Warhawks. The Seigneurs had 1 big inning, which was the second. They scored 5, but since then they've had little sprinkles here and there. 1-1, 2-2. In the other subsequent innings, they were bageled in the 3rd. As James Phillips, Nigatsaha Mator, and Jack Phillips are coming into bat, all 3 of whom are 0 for 1 with strikeouts. And if the Warhawks don't score a run in this inning, it's over, because they're down 11-1. That's strike 3. 1 down. And Nigatsaha Mator steps into bat now. This is not an elimination game, folks. The Warhawks, if they lose here, will have to play at 1:30 tomorrow. And we're going to decipher our schedule once we get the final results of the games tonight. The Midgets play at 3:30. And our Pee-wees play at 5:30, Boucherville and Varennes respectively. There's a strike on Montour. That's a strike 3, I think. No, strike 2, sorry. 1 and 2. Lost my count. 1 and 2 on Nigatsaha Montour. And he swings and can't make contact. Foul tipped. Or sorry, no foul tip. Did they say it's just a strikeout? 2 down. And Jack Phillips is the last hope for the Warhawks. They need to score 1 to keep this game going into the 7th. Strike 1. One and 1. Jace Norton on deck, hoping to get another chance to bat. That's a strike. It was dropped by the catcher, but now it's 1 and 2 and there's 1 out. Leger trying to get the Seigneurs home with the win this afternoon. The 1-2 catches the strike zone, and that is strike 3. And that is going to do it here. And the Warhawks lose this one by a final count of 11-1. So they'll play at 1 o'clock tomorrow at Le Cavalier Park. So the Pee-wees play at 5:30. We'll have that game for you. And at 3:30 in Boucherville, the Midgets will be playing. Final score 11-1 in favor of the Repentigny Seigneurs. Deho Daibo gets the game MVP. So Deho Winota Daibo, congratulations to you. Game MVP for the Warhawks tonight. So Kahnawake is 0-1, but now all these games are irrelevant heading into the elimination games tomorrow. And your game MVP is Richard, number 19, for Repentigny. We'll see you tomorrow. Your final score, Repentigny Seigneurs 11, Kahnawake Warhawks 1. I'm Brandon Bortle for Baby Blue Memories on Igiwahi.